Good day everyone, this is Nick and we're looking at an absolute awesome game on the Commodore Amiga as we look at this intro initially, but it's a no second prize on the Commodore Amiga. Also come out on the Atari ST and published by Thalion in 1992. And what makes this game really good is just the sheer speed of the thing. It's a game that features fast polygon graphics, it's motorcycling over 20 international race circuits. Now one problem with this though is all the controls are done on the mouse. Yes, it's motorbiking on the mouse. I did a bit of research for this game and somewhere it said it's highly amusing and strongly recommended to watch someone that isn't used to using the mouse attempt to play this game. Well, we'll soon find out, because the only other racing game I know of that uses the mouse are Indy 500 and Hard Driving, which I'm absolutely terrible at. So let's have a look at no second prize. And that's unfortunate because I certainly need a second prize if I'm playing, maybe an 8th prize. But as I said, there's 20 international race circuits, 6 different bikes, and here are the people and their assorted motorbikes you can have. Each have different characteristics and speed. There's a training mode as well, which we won't bother with. So we'll jump straight into the 20 race championship season, but we'll just do the first race. So the first track is Paul Ricard, if you know where that is. Features a really long straight. Now I did have one practice go on this, and I put it on manual gears, my mistake, and didn't realise. And I thought this game is okay, it was going around, but little did I know I was going around in first gear. As soon as I realised my mistake and put it auto gears, then the race was going really fast. So it was already fast enough for Amiga standards in first, but let's go all the way through the gears. Now you'll see my opponents race off, there they go as they always do, and the aim is to catch them up and overtake them. You see my position is 6th on the top right there, but I'm really trying to get used to the mouse because I haven't really mastered it as of yet. One mouse button accelerates, the other decelerates. Now, there are a lot of drone riders on the track that aren't in the race, like amateur riders who will get in your way. So although I'm overtaking people, I'm still in 6th place. On the map there, I think I'm the red dot, and all the coloured ones in front of me are my opponents. So I'll try and hang on to them for as long as I can, but they are going to drive away because I need more practice. Oh dear, so you've got to go the right speed round the corners. Gradually glide the mouse left or right. I haven't got the best mouse in the world, it has to be said. And this does take a bit of perfection, so lean round the corners because we are motorbiking. I don't know much about Paul Ricard. Ooh, I don't know much about Paul Ricard Raceway, but this is a good game. Look how quick the thing animates as I try and guide my way around here. There isn't too much side graphics there, obstacles to go past. But if you compare this to Jeff Crammond's Formula 1 Grand Prix, which is an awesome game as well, this moves quicker than that. So I don't think this got the claim that it deserved really, maybe because it's motorbiking. If it was a car game it might have done better, but you know, this mouse thing adds to the charm. So I'm still hanging on to the back of them, but I am in 6th place. There are some tight bends coming up. Get out of the way, drones. If I crash into them I'm doomed. Now you can see, you might be able to see just on the right there, I do have a damage indicator down the lower bit of the screen. And also I think there's fuel there for some of the longer races. After each race, oh dear, after each race there is an option to save the game, so you don't have to do it all in one sitting. And on your last lap, the map there, which is denoted by a white track in the top left, it will flash white-black to let you know you're on the last lap. Animates really smoothly. This is on a normal Commodore Amiga, not Amiga 1200, so you know, kudos there. The sky looks pretty basic, but when you compare this to games like Hard Driving, it knocks that for 6. Awesome game this one, but I do recommend trying out the training mode first, where you can, oh dear, where you can race any one of the 5 other racers in this and try and keep up with them and get the hang of what speed you can go around corners and with the best way of doing things. But I've pretty much jumped straight into this. I think round this corner it's the end of lap 1 and I'm already ages behind. I believe it might be 5 laps, that isn't the finish, so 2 minutes 56.1, so let's just concentrate if I can beat that. But I think a good driver could probably do this in under 2 minutes or not far over. So that's how slow I'm going. If you keep the car or the bike pointed forward on these straights without moving it too much, the car will accelerate to speeds above 300 kilometers an hour. But I'm feeling about with it like nobody's business. I'm not sure if even the mouse is centralised. But if this was on joystick, for me that would be a bit better. But anyway, as someone said, it's highly amusing seeing someone's not used to controlling it on the mouse. A racing game on the mouse. Who invented that idea? But anyway, it adds to the charm of it and doesn't take away the game. I mean, it does make me want to try and perfect this, because I'm hopeless at the moment. But I'm not as bad as my first go. At least I'm keeping it on the track mainly. But I love those sounds as you go past the drone bikes there, the amateur riders who aren't in the race, they're just in the way. Ooh. Now it does give you your lap time each time round and also the total time. But it does move quicker than Jeff Crammond's Formula 1 Grand Prix, doesn't it? It's just pootling along. I think another motorbiking game that I can sort of remember on the Commodore Amiga that I might have somewhere. It begins with a letter Y. Is it Team Yankee or Team Yamaha perhaps? That's a motorbiking game also on the mouse I think. So we might come to that one at some point. See how the two compare. But it'll have to do pretty good to beat this because this is stunning. Now if you don't think this is a stunning racing game, then you might not, I don't want to disagree with you but I will, you might not know too many other racing games on the Amiga. I'll be a bit unfamiliar with it and maybe you're just familiar with some of the more modern machines. But with Commodore Amiga standards in the time, this is 1992 remember, this is a corker. As I say, I played Jeff Crammond's Formula 1 Grand Prix more and his stunt car racer. Bit of a latecomer to this one, but I may have played this the most if I had it back in that sort of era. Great stuff. Animates really well. Collision detection's good. I mean, you can get quite close to the other bikers to avoid crashes if you want to go down the inside line around bends. Oops, someone's just crashed into me. That's bad. Yeah, so I lost a lot of speed there. Oh dear, I can't get it back. Centralise the mouse. Oh god. Yeah. Deary me. Getting back on the track if you're facing the wrong way with the mouse is pretty tricky. Did you own this game? Was this one of your favourites, or did you even play it round a friend's house? 2:47, so what was that? It's a little bit quicker than last time, but still quite slow. And you can see, if you want to keep an eye on the map there in the top left, if you want to keep an eye on that, you can see I'm quite a bit behind. I believe I'm that red dot. The other field is already going down the straight, heading in the opposite direction. But yeah, I'm sure I can go quick around these bends. Bloody mouse. Oops, and that's not helping. No wonder I didn't get that delivery, well, that job as a pizza delivery guy. As I lean into a field there. Hopeless. This is my worst lap so far. So I did a 250 something, then a 240 something. What's this going to be? 3 minutes? 5 laps. It's quite a long race, this. So once you start getting good at it, you can have a quite exciting race against the computer opponents. The 20 race circuit, it's got all other tracks there. I think Silverstone's one of them. So you're going all around the world. I'm not sure how accurate the tracks are. I've never been to Paul Ricard or watched a race at Paul Ricard, so I don't know if this is accurate or not. But I do know it's got some really long straights, and this is indeed a long straight. But there's a line down the middle of the track. I don't know if Paul Ricard's got that, or is it a traditional race circuit? I don't know. If you know, comment below. Always like hearing from you, good or bad. But generally you're a pretty good lot, so it's generally quite good. Yeah, I want to restart this game again really, because I'm slowly getting the hang of things. I don't think the gap's getting much bigger, is it, than initially from before, as we scoot round on lap 3. It gets a bit trickier near the end of the lap, I must admit. Just a single player game this, so no split screen. You can't have a 2-player as in Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge, but it's a different type of game really to that. And I don't think the Amiga could have handled split screen for this particular game, because it must be going all out. I mean, the sun's white with a yellow border, but we won't worry about that. We'll let it off. There's no clouds, but you know, again, we won't worry about that too much. Great game, great sounds. I'm glad there's no music playing. I think that would take it away a bit in the actual race. The engine sounds are sufficient for the game. Concentration has to be maximum, so it's probably not a good idea to talk all your way around the lap. What I'm doing now. Yes, but I am. Right, this is the bit I seem to get wrong. Let's just glide round here. Whoa, just glide round here. So I'm off the track each time. See my damage indicator? It's not looking too bad, just a small red dot. I don't know if there's an option to repair that at the end of each time round. 246, so although I went off the track from a lot of the time, I equalled more or less the last lap time. 2 laps to go. Oops, dear, that's not going to help. Come on, let's put in a decent lap, because I'm sure... Oh, not good. I'm sure you can whiz round here, as I say, in just above 2 minutes. And then you can win the race. There's no qualifier each time, so if you want to go for the whole 20 race season and come last each time, it'll probably let you. Yeah. Here we go. I'm glad they put these drone races in, because if you get left behind like I am here, it still adds a bit of a challenge to the game. You can still play it. It'd be nothing worse than you just driving around empty track the whole time. So, well done Thalion, or Thalion, or how you pronounce themselves. That was really good thinking. I don't think this come out on any of the 8-bit systems. I might be wrong, but you know, there are quite a lot of biking games about, but as far as I'm aware, it was just the Commodore Amiga and the Atari ST. If you know better, then comment below as always. I'm good at the straights, aren't I? That's not bad. I don't know how many amateur drone riders there are. I haven't counted them, but they all look pretty similar, so it might be a bit hard to count them. No cows wandering onto the track or spectators, so that's good. That would be quite tricky. No option, I believe, to save the game mid-race, so you have to do the whole thing. So if your mum's going to call you for dinner in the middle, then you're in a bit of bother. Oh, that wasn't bad, was it? It was a little bit bad, but it wasn't bad as before. Well, trying to get round that drone rider there cost me a bit. So, you know, sparse off-road obstacles, a few buildings here and there, a few cones, a few other bits and bobs, but not too much. But if they put more in, it probably would have slowed it down. So I can't think of a Commodore Amiga game that moves, well, in terms of polygon games, moves this fast. And when I say polygon games, I'm not counting the Lotus series, because they're not polygons like this. This is a really brave effort, and you know, once they code this and watch it, I'm sure Thalion didn't even know this was going to be this quick. Not quite sure what other games they produce. I don't think there was too many racing games. 2:29. So that's, you know, getting on for 30... It wasn't a perfect lap, but getting on for 30 seconds quicker than my last lap. My first lap. And as I told you, when you're on the last lap, the map flashes white and black, as it's doing now. Well, I don't think I'm going to catch up the field, am I? I'm still a bit away. Whoever that yellow bike is, they're in the lead. And they're probably going to win unless they all crash. I should have put up a roadblock. I don't think there's an option to turn around and drive around the wrong way. It'll probably stop you from doing that. Here we go. Don't need to refuel the bike. It will go on forever. See my auto gears there in 5th gear. But you can get this thing above 300 kilometers an hour. You keep it straight. What are you like at games? I know there aren't many of them. What are you like at racing games where it's all done on the mouse? Young kids today wouldn't tolerate a PS4 game where they're controlling it on the mouse. Well, a racing game anyway. The whole idea seems preposterous. It's trying to bring reality to you, but who drives a motorbike with a mouse? Someone that doesn't live very long, I would have thought. Oops, I felt that. That's not good. Yeah. How much damage did I take for that? I think I killed someone, did I? But I took plenty of damage there. Dig these engine sounds. Sounds more like a car than a motorbike, does it? But the favourite sounds when you pass the drone riders, for sure. Paul Ricard. I think there's an option for night racing on this, so some tracks might be at night, which just means the sky changes a rather nice purpley black colour. But you can see, really, as I said, once you get good at this, it'll turn into even more awesome it is now. Now, although I'm not racing anyone because they're miles ahead, I am enjoying this. You can pass away the time. It's a time eater, this. 5 laps, and before you know it, about quarter of an hour, 20 minutes has gone past. Hope it's gone as quick for you as it's gone for me, but quicker than the bike, really. Come on, we must be near the end now. I wish I was just racing against drone racers, because I'd be the champion of the universe by now. How many have we overtaken? They shouldn't even be allowed on the same circuit, and it's his fault I did that. Curses you, drone rider. Let's see your license. They haven't got licenses, I'm sure. Whoa. Okay, right, finish. 2:38, so, you know. Could have done about a 2:10, I think. So I could have gone round about 2 minutes quicker overall, I believe. There we go, so that bloke won, that person second, and that person third. And I was nowhere near them. Let's click OK. OK. So there's the championship standing so far. Yeah. I think we'll leave it there. But, you know, in my own time, I'll probably come back to it, try and get a bit better, because it is such a marvellous game. Hope you liked having a look at that one. That was No Second Prize on the Commodore Amiga, published by Thalion in 1992. Thanks for watching as always. Until next time, take care and goodbye.
Goodbye.